Hey, what's up, 745ers? Guy on the ceiling. How you feeling, Katie?
I'm feeling great. How about you?
I'm feeling pretty spectacular. I'm feeling happy to be here today.
Awesome. Great.
Yeah,
So today Zach and I are talking about a topic that we talk about often, but it always is often ever changing. We're talking about routines and mostly how to get out of bad routines.
mm, yeah,
I would not even go as far to say bad habits, but anyways, do you want to start off or shall I?
sure. So, I think the thought process kind of behind this episode was Katie and I talk a lot about our routines, but we really only mention how we start good routines or how we keep good
Mm-hmm.
routines. But that's kind of the easy part, to be
Yeah,
honest. It's hard in
agreed.
itself, but relatively, it's just the easy part. And
Yeah.
so it's like in those movies when people say, this is just only the beginning or something
Yeah.
like that. But
Yes.
the that's the easy part relatively. What's hardest is breaking the bad routines or the bad habits. But the good side is if it's a routine or a habit, it means it reoccurs. And so there usually is like a trigger or something for it. And then that's
Yeah.
when the cycle repeats. So if you can catch the trigger or stay away from the trigger, then you should be on your way to relieving yourself of this
Yes.
bad habit.
I would say not it hasn't been a bad routine, it's just fallen off the tracks the way in which I study, and I'm trying to get back into I think, of course, I wanna be perfect, but, I think now my phone's become extremely more distracting, and I am tired, more tired than ever, I'm randomly hungry and thirsty, and I can't sit still or not that I can't sit still, I just, I don't want to be sitting on the same window. I go into different windows that are not studying or doing work. And that's so much less of a routine, I think. But the way in which I study, it's kind of all over the place and I kind of forgot what I do. I think winter break really rocked me
Yeah,
and I forgot it all for some reason.
I
Now I'm getting
agree.
back into it. Some tips that I've developed is I have a study drink that I only drink when I'm studying, peppermint tea,
Nice.
so that my brain's like, "Oh, it's daytime." I think that's what's great about routines is that when you do something, especially if you only do it for this activity, your brain recognizes it's time to study. It's time to sleep. That's why people are like morning and night routines are so important because your body's like, okay, time to produce melatonin. I know how to do this. It's my routine. So I drink tea now only when I do this. And I stand and study until my legs are too tired. I start off standing and studying. I set up my candle warmer and that's almost like my light to be like, "Okay, again, time to study." And then when I do any type of busy work that doesn't require reading or speaking or whatever, like when I have to write or do math homework, I listen to a whole album, any album, from start to finish, not shuffled, in order. And then yeah, that's how and then when I don't repeat the album so that once the album is done, I take a break.
Nice.
The longer the album, the better, obviously. But that's been my tricks these days.
For me, my bad routine has been getting to bed on time
Me as
and
well.
sleeping well. Last night, I was supposed to go to bed at 10:30, but I ended up going to bed at midnight.
Mm.
And it's usually because something will come up in the wee hours of the night and I'll be like, oh, okay, yeah, I'll be back in time, to go to sleep. And then I'm never back in time.
Right.
And then obviously, I'm still hopped up on the adrenaline of just hanging out with friends or whatever.
Yeah.
And then I'm like, well, why can't I go to sleep now? And it's
Yeah.
awkward and just me laying in my bed. But one thing I have started using is a sleep mask.
Oh.
Yes, because although the natural light is amazing, I have a tendency to wake up, see it, and not be able to go back to sleep at all.
Right.
So just for those times when I kind of want to sleep in just a little bit longer and the light isn't just absolutely going right into my eyes,
Mhm.
the sleep mask is very helpful. And yeah, and for studying actually, I have my own playlist. I have I consider it, I'm sure there's maybe a better name for it, but it's fast jazz. Just with
Mhm.
a BPM, I would say of over 180 or 190 or just
Mhm.
thinking music. And so I hit play, especially when I have to do my busy work, because then I just get through it super fast. and then also it just helps me think faster.
Right.
Not
Yeah,
always
I
the
think
best
fast
part.
music is better than
Yeah.
slow music.
Yeah, most definitely. Because also, like, all of it's instrumental, and that way, like, like, I don't, like, latch onto the lyrics or anything. I just kinda, like, listen, and I'm like, "Okay, yeah." But also sometimes, if it is busy work, I'll throw on some, like, fun music or just music I've been listening to because, I can still just concentrate.
Yeah. And for those struggling to like just like do things just in general, not even routine wise, I highly recommend writing or even maybe you could do online, but I think it's extra satisfying when you write it a to-do list and just striking all the things off. It is incredible. The dopamine it gives you, the hit, it's like it's like no other. Like the sound that's like, why do people even do drugs? Like that's literally it. Like when I cross off things off my homework list, it's like gratifying at a different level. So 100% recommend, like, doing things to, like, make you feel accomplished, like, saying, like, "Okay, I finished doing that." Your brain doesn't even register that, like, you're changing tasks, really. So, like, give your brain a notification, like, "You did that, and
Yeah.
it's done, and it's gone, and it's done, and you're done. Next one." We're almost at the end of the list. I think that, like, thing is important, like, when I think about these things I'm often thinking about how is my brain going to think of this thing? So, oh, my brain's going to notice that I have less things to do. So maybe it'll hurry it up or something. But
Yeah. My only issue or, like, not it's not I don't have this issue with a to-do list. I've also started doing a to-do list, especially, like, using my whiteboard and everything,
mhm.
but sometimes it can be a little overwhelming seeing just a bunch of,
Yes.
like, tasks.
Yeah,
So
100%.
I think having the mentality of, like, like, I call it, like, the good guy always wins mentality in the sense that,
Mhm.
like, everything's gonna get done, no
Right.
matter what, like, everything's gonna get done, you're gonna do it. So but at the same time, you have to do it because it's gonna get done, you
Yeah.
know? Kind of a little
No, I like that.
paradoxical. It
I like
works
that.
for me. I don't know if other people would be on the same wavelength for that, but
Yeah.
that also helps my to-do list in the sense that I know it's all gonna get done, so I'm just gonna write it out for my to-do
Yeah,
list.
I completely see actually the overwhelming part because there are sometimes when I do look at my reminders list and I'm like, gosh, I don't even want to do it in the first place.
Yeah.
So sometimes actually I'll do this where I put the things on my list that are due today or tomorrow. It is due. And then I'll put at the end of my to-do list, add things to do that are not due tomorrow. So then after I'm done with it, I add it all in and I'm like get a fresh new list, but it looks smaller when you
Yeah.
split it.
That's
So
very
that's like my
smart. I
method
like that.
for that because well, first of all, I will forget to add the second part if I'm so happy that the first part's done. So I have to add it to the to-do list. And then yeah, it's so much easier to break things down when they're small and dainty and like not like difficult, I
Yeah.
think. Um
Yeah, also just, like, blocking I feel like our sometimes, like, even if you're really good at, like, estimating things, like, our brains, can either, like, overestimate or underestimate things pretty quickly or easily, like, especially, like, regarding time consumption and, like, "Oh, this homework is gonna be so difficult and it's gonna take me forever," and,
yes, 100%.
even though, like, our math, like, it's tedious and difficult, like, it never really takes as much energy most times. This last
That's
math
what I mean.
is pretty
It
diabolical.
was crazy, yeah.
I'm not even gonna lie, that was nuts, but most times, it's not as bad as
Mhm.
it is. But, on the same hand, sometimes, you can think, "Oh, it's fine, I'll get it done in 20 minutes. I can scroll on TikTok," but the homework, it's actually gonna take, 45 minutes.
Yeah.
Having a to-do list, it keeps you organized. You can also use the Pomodoro method, which really helps.
Love that.
And so you can also, like, space out your assignments based on that as well.
Yes.
I like the Pomodoro method a lot. I
Me
use it
too,
pretty
me too.
often. Yeah.
I'm all about the Pomodoro method, and it's so helpful because you do get a little break
Yeah,
for,
you
like,
do.
so what, 30 seconds, 5 minutes, whatever it is. But it's good. It gives you it's proportionally correct. I would also say, like, in comparison to working out, like, when you take a break, it's almost harder to get back to doing like, I know, like, when my dad was lifting weights, he was, like, doing it, and he's like, "Okay, 3 more reps left," or whatever, and he took a break, and it was so much harder to do those 3 reps. I think if you take a break, it gets, really hard to get back on the wheel of studying when you've, like, already, like, devour TikTok. So I would recommend, like, during your breaks, not doing that. During my breaks now, during Pomodoro method, I just lay there
Yes. Yeah. I that
or
that's
get food or water.
Yeah, by break, I think it's something not using a screen or
Yes.
anything like technology related, because that's what you're doing the other 25 minutes. I know it's like tempting to say, oh, I earned my break. I get to do
Right.
this. But I think you shouldn't reward yourself with TikTok,
Until the end.
or social media, because I just think that's literally how people like get addicted is just by it's like an instant reward. And
Yeah,
you also
that's
get
low key bad.
trapped on it a lot longer than you think. I think by break, I think you should, get up, walk around, take some nice deep breaths. I feel like
Yes,
everyone overlooks how nice a deep breath is.
I
I'm not
agree.
gonna do one right now because like I'm a little congested, if you couldn't tell.
I'll do one. Ready?
Yeah. Can
It's
you just remind
gratifying.
me? Let
It's
me check.
gratifying. I can't lie. It's gratifying. Yes. In fact, yes.
Also, just
So,
I like to sit and
100%.
think about life, my plans for the weekend, my day. Yeah.
100%. It's something to look forward to. I'm about to go
Yes.
hang out in Natalia. It's life. Life is good. And
Amazing.
life is good. Yeah. So
Yeah.
that's the routine, that's the studying habits that you should start building. These are just our takes, but feel free to experiment on your own. But definitely, social media is not your answer. You'll see that more in an upcoming podcast.
But yeah,
Um,
stay tuned.
yeah, stay tuned. Yes, keep on keeping it on, everyone. Have the best day of your life.
Have an incredible day.
Have an incredible day.
Keep on keeping on.
Keep it on. Bye
Bye.
bye.